A very good morning to you. This is, of course, the chat trap with me, Jamie, on a beautiful day. It is the 23rd of March, 2021. And listen, today is your day. I truly believe that today is your day. And I truly believe that you can absolutely accomplish whatever that you want to as long as you set your mind on it. Now, with that being said, before we get on into the serious stuff, I do want to remind you to download our app on your phone because you can take us with you wherever that you go. All you got to do is make sure that you do download our app. It is available absolutely free of charge on iOS and Android. So make sure that you do get the Relax Radio app on your phone right now. Also, listen, if you do want to say hi to us, if you want to have a conversation with us, all you got to do is connect with us on our social media. That is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We go as Relax Radio, and you can say hi to us, or you could just share how your day is going or what you have on your mind, whatever it is. You can definitely contact us or connect with us on our social media platforms. Now, with that being said, the topic of discussion today is, well, quite interesting to say the least. And it is something that, well, I feel like every single one of us deals with on an everyday basis. And what I want to talk about is what is love and why is love so important to us as human beings? Now, if you are not the romantic person and if you don't really like romanticism of things, well, you're going to be cringing right about now. But wait, hold on. Let me talk to you about my version of love, what I think love truly is, and how I feel like the word in itself is very overrated. And a lot of us haven't really understood the true essence of the word love. Now, if you want to know, all you got to do is make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Now, speaking of love, right? I feel like this concept of love is shown to us, I mean, well, basically in songs, in movies, in books, in ideal realities on social media. The only thing that we do come across, rather the most common thing that we do come across is love. There's couples in love, there are people in love with their pets, whatever it is. Love is something that we see or experience on a day-to-day basis. But why is love so important? That is what I was thinking today, and I was like, okay, why do we as human beings require this emotion or require this mental state of being in love, and what does it mean? Which is when I started to do a little bit of research, right? I started to read a few articles and I started to comprehend what love truly is. So, what I found is actually pretty interesting, and that is why I want to share it with you. Now, the complexity of love, I feel like, has much to do with how people experience it differently and how it can change over time. And that's the science of love. What you define love to be is not exactly what I define love to be, and that's okay. Every single person has a different perception of what love truly is. But see, the beauty of it is a lot of us haven't really understood this distinct differentiation between like love or in love. We just you throw around the word love and we don't really understand the difference between like love or in love. Now, psychological research over the past 50 years has investigated the differences between liking someone, loving someone, and being air quotes in love. Okay, so liking is described as having positive thoughts and feelings towards someone and finding that person's company rewarding. We often also experience warmth and closeness towards the people that we like. In some instances, we choose to be emotionally intimate with these people. For example, if it's your friends, if it is somebody that you like hanging out with, then you well like these people. You like these people. That is why you like to spend time with these people. And see, the difference is when you love someone, we experience the same positive thoughts and experiences as when we like a person, but we also experience this deep sense of care and commitment towards that person. Now, how is that different from being in the love? Well, being in love includes everything that I already spoke of, be it positive thoughts, be it caring for somebody deeply, but also involves feelings of physical and emotional attraction. Okay. However, I feel like I also did read a few articles, a few researchers that commented on the fact that people's own views of love suggest that all love is basically the same. So I guess that's two contested ideologies of what love truly is. But at the end of the day, if you are happy and if you like hanging out with somebody, or if you like to be committed to somebody, or if you don't, well, that's completely up to you. Don't let society decide what love is for you. But what I want to communicate to you, the most important point that I do want to communicate to you, is that if you think you love somebody, and listen up, listen closely, okay? If you do think that you love somebody, I want you to promise yourself that you are going to tell them that you love them. Because I feel like in today's society, we are so afraid of rejection. I think earlier on, Olivia spoke about this quite a lot. She spoke about how, it's important to to cope with rejection. It's important to not hide away from it, not fear rejection. And I feel like in today's day and age, a lot of us fear rejection. We fear being sidelined, so much so that we don't really express our emotions. We don't really tell people that we love them, which I believe is absolutely unhealthy. So, what I want you to do is, if you do love somebody, make sure that you let them know. Now, when I say this, instantly, you're going to think of, somebody that you love, somebody that you're in love with. Whereas I am talking of anybody. It can be your parents. It can be a friend that you absolutely love, or whoever it is. If you do feel happiness around somebody, if you feel like you enjoy somebody's company, then promise me that you will tell them that you appreciate their company. Because I feel like in this busy world that we're living in, that is so dominated by technology, sometimes we forget to use our words and tell people that we're with, tell people that we love, that we actually love them. So what I want you to do, moral of the story, is to make sure that you convey your feelings. If you do love somebody, let them know that they are appreciated, because trust me, one word, a few sentences, a phrase can go such a long way. So if you do love somebody, if you do like hanging out with somebody, make sure that they know that you enjoy their company, that they hold a very special place in your heart. Now, with that being said, let's move on to, why is love so important? Uh, why do we as humans need love? Or basically, what's the point of love? Now, love is an emotion that keeps people bonded and committed to one another, okay? From evolutionary psychology perspective, love evolved to keep the parents of children together long enough for them to survive and reach maturity, okay? And see, without love, I feel like it's difficult to see how the human species would have evolved. Now, that's what I do want to talk about, okay? A lot of us, when we speak of human evolution, when we speak of development of the international community, we speak of economic development, we speak of international development. But one thing that we don't speak of is human emotions, and how we as human beings, we as a human race, we understood, we comprehended that was important for us to understand our emotions and gain emotional maturity. And I feel like, see, that is something that we don't relate with the evolving of the human species. But see, the only reason we're able to grow so much today as a community, the only reason we're able to live as a global village, as an international community with different people around us, is because we understood this concept of love. And see, when I say love, I don't mean love. Again, I don't mean love towards your partner. I mean love. It could be love towards a passion, a hobby that you do love to do. I guess a pet. It doesn't matter, as long as you do have love. You have that feeling of security. You have that feeling of warmth in you. And that is why I believe that it's important for you as a human being to figure out what you love, even if it's what you love to do in life. When you do figure out what you love, who you love, and what makes you happy, it makes life so much simpler. Because to questions like, what do I want to do with life? Who do I want to make happy? The answers to these questions automatically are found when you figure out what and who and how you love. Now, that is my perception of love, and that is why I believe love is absolutely important for human beings. But I do want to know what you think. So make sure that you do let me know what you think. Let me know. how your day is going, whatever it is. If you just want to have a conversation, that's perfectly fine as well. Thank you so much to every single one of us that are joining us for now. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It is such a pleasure to have you on board. And listen, I have a lot more to talk to you. We have a lot more time to go, and we have a lot more interesting content coming right up. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio.